Now, how about if I do this? What happens if I do this?
No audio. Good
Can you
morning,
hear this
everyone.
now?
No sound.
Can you hear me
We can
now?
hear. Luan says we can hear. Good morning.
All right. All right. How about now? We good? All right. We are good. We are. Tony is sleepy.
I am sleepy.
Tony is sleepy. Okay. Yes, you guys can hear me. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Tristan is out today, so I will be conducting the who's and the who's nots from back here.
Oh, wow.
That means Miss Tony will be doing everything around speaking. It's going to be a very quick show today. We'll probably end up leaving out of here around 10 o'clock just because we've got to do some last minute things to provide the children with a full day of parenting.
Made that up.
Made that up just now.
And it was
just now. I made that up.
No, seriously. Noah started school today. I had nothing for him. I had to make up stuff. You poor
So
thing.
what is it like? Because I haven't gotten into that area. So I need all of the parents. We're gonna have a quick little
powwow.
Yeah, we're gonna have a quick parental powwow of everything that you need to gather the children for school. I'm not talking about the pencils and stuff like that. We know that they need them. But what are some practices that you use in your household to help yourself get prepared for the school, for schooling?
Yeah.
What was it like for you today, Miss Tony?
I mean, I made it up this morning as when I woke up at like 6 o'clock this morning. I don't know why. I was excited for back to school, not. I just kind of threw whatever I could together. Definitely needs to get some more. I need some more. I need to get him new school uniforms. He got long over the summer.
Oh, did he? See, that's the thing that always pisses me off when they grow so quickly.
Right.
Because then everything that you thought that you could save from last year, just in case you didn't get to it this year, you would at least. But now they show it's as high waters.
Right. I lucked out though, because I did last year. I found like a sale on some cute little polo navy blue pants for him, and I bought the size, like a big size for him. So he had those to put on this morning. Definitely had no shirts to put on because his shirts is all short on him. Even the short sleeve ones were like, up here. So I'm like, okay, dude. So I got to do that. And then I tried to take advantage of, like the free backpack situation.
Yeah.
He's tiny. So that backpack covers like it goes up to the top of his head all the way down to his butt. So I've got to get him a new backpack and stuff like that. So I'm definitely have to do a Walmart run today to get him stuff, to get his stuff, and I have to go over there to the little uniform store. But I mean, he was happy. Cute picture was taken this morning out in front of the school. I didn't receive it, and I'll send it to the family now. And so I just I don't know why he had to start today. Why couldn't they start on Thursday like Boston Public School?
No. Boston's public school starting on a Thursday is ratchet.
It's ratchet.
It's ratchet. It's ghetto. Start these children on a Tuesday so that they get a full 4 days of school, so they start to get acclimated to being in the school. CK is very CK is anti-school. He is like the anti-ish of school. Like if there was, he don't even want to call like anything. It can't be karate school. It can't be a boxing. It can't be swimming school. None of that. It can't be anything that has school associated with it. He does not want any parts of it. So I got to change everything on to a program.
So he's getting ready to start his school program.
Yes.
I see.
Jess said uniforms are the way to go. Don't care if you don't have to. Clothes are expensive, and start the children a week early for scheduling for bed. Yep. You got to get them practicing about how to go to sleep early again.
And you think Noah Landon wasn't in bed last night at 8 o'clock? 8? Oh, do you need that?
No.
Oh, okay.
8 o'clock.
8:15.
It was 10 o'clock when I finally had to put him to bed. And I was like, no, educational program starts next week. You got to start getting ready. Educational program.
Well, I put Noah to bed, got dressed, and stepped out for a moment.
APR started Monday. Yeah. Renaissance started last Thursday.
Yep.
I got 2 days to myself before I start back. See, that's what it should be. I don't feel like you should be scrambling to go back to school and work at the same time.
Yeah.
The children need their own time to get ready and be prepared
Yeah.
Get their mind
That's
right.
what Luanda said, just getting them back to sleep on schedule and get them, make sure they have a backpack. I mean, there were so many backpack giveaways. These kids should have tons of free backpacks.
I feel like I didn't go to any.
We didn't go to any. We did not go to any. I do have those free Red Sox backpacks that we got at the BAMS Fest. I do. I have 2 of them. Yeah, I'll give you one.
Yeah, it's been a busy summer, but a lot not happening. There is go ahead.
There's what?
There's a couple of very special events that we want to make sure that you guys start to know about. So the Urban League is presenting Healthy Vibes. This is with special guest D Nice.
Yes.
D Nice will be here on Saturday, September 16th from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m.
11 a.m. to 6 p.m. 7 hours. Well, I mean, remember he used to have those dance parties for like 8 hours during the pandemic.
Very true, very true. So this is going to be at Mother's Rest at the Carson Beach. Parking is available. You got music, food, and health, Medicaid, health resources and services. So we're making healthy living sexy by bringing D Nice as the special guest and making sure that all of us know how to stay healthy, how to get your health checked, all of the things ready. Ready
Very
to go.
good.
Yes.
This Saturday, of course, is the Road to Wellness.
Road to Wellness. This is the 9th. Yes, the Road to Wellness will be on the 9th.
9 Road to Wellness for their 9th anniversary.
And that means that Kess is here on Sunday.
Kess is here on Sunday.
Kess is here on Sunday. We'll be giving away tickets to Kess the band all this week. So make sure that you guys keep it locked because this is what is about to go down. But there's lots of things that will keep you guys in the works with.
Carnival is Sunday.
This Sunday too. And Uncle Waffles is here on Sunday.
And something else is on Sunday as well.
It's quite a few things on Sunday.
Yeah.
Quite a few things. And as we all prepare for Miami Carnival, that is Columbus Day weekend or Christopher Wallace Day weekend.
Yeah. Oh, yes. And Indigenous people.
Indigenous people and Christopher Wallace.
Yes.
Yes.
I love it.
As the only Christopher that we respect around here.
Yes.
With that said, let's get into the show. Spark FM Online starts right now. What I'm supposed to press when I say that?
Button.
Oh, I'm going to press the button right now. I'm going to say that. And Spark FM starts right now.
Meow.
Spark FM.
Medication. Your medication makes me high.
Igniting the airwaves. Spark FM.
She like the way that I move. She like the way that I rock. She like the way that I woo. And she let it clap for it.
Join us on Facebook and Instagram at sparkfmonline.com. Turn us up.
She like man, we ride. Big ride, big ride, big.
Spark FM.
Yes, and we are back. So let's get into it. Big shout out to Spark FM Online for STB 2.0. Yes, Janet. Thank you. I like that. STB 2.0 went down this Sunday from 3 to 9 p.m. on the dot.
On the dot.
On the dot.
On the dot.
Man.
I was like, wow.
Yeah.
What happened?
And off.
Yes.
Big shout outs to all of you. First of all, thank you guys all so much.
Yes.
Thank all of you guys very, very much for coming, for sharing. I saw an overwhelmingly a lot of shares and reposts and ticket winners and just support for this event. Was really, really excited to be able to see it through.
Yeah.
To see it through. It was a big undertaking. But go ahead, Tony.
I mean, Spark the Block, it was down at the Seaport. We had Afro B was on deck. We had Sean John. We had Raga Fresh. We had Oompa Out Loud. And then, of course, the baddest bitch, Trina, was there. It was quite an experience. The weather down there was crazy.
Beautiful. It was hot. It was a beautiful, beautiful day. It was hot.
It was. Big shout out to our volunteers who were out there showing their muscle and their ass, because they did that. They did that out there. Shout out to everybody who just came out and supported us. It was a good time. It was really a good time. Overwhelming, of course.
Yeah.
You know, that is a large undertaking. Shout out to you, Saucy, because I mean, I'm
gonna actually do what I think that doesn't happen a lot is that I don't think that even when you're producing or if you're there for the event, that you even really realize how much work goes into doing an event.
Mm-hmm.
So I do want to do a little something on not event planning, but the transparency of curating an event.
Uh-huh.
I think that not even to focus on that, but I think that big shout outs to Corey Lucy, first of all, for being the event producer of that show and making sure the vision was executed. That low child, she ain't even low child. That woman worked very, very, very hard on this and with me, of course. Shout out to the artists that came. Shout out to the Spark FM team. When I say that this 100% would not have happened without having a hardcore team. Besides Corey Lucy, my sister, of course, Gary Banton, Rockstone Triz. You guys already know those are my ultimate go-tos. We have been working nonstop since probably Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally nonstop, picking things up, putting them down. Man, shout outs to Joel from Eco Ride and Sylvania for his just unwavering support. And then just to the staff of Spark FM, everybody that was on there, everybody that attended, the volunteers. I mean, y'all was out there. Janet, Steven, Shay, like you guys know who you guys are, that was out there from 8:30 lifting heavy objects. There was a lot of females lifting very, very, very heavy objects all day.
I tried to send Janet home so many times.
Janet refused to go home.
Refused to go home from start to finish.
Janet, we tell you this every year. You are not a volunteer. You are just a part of this staff. So you can't even win tickets anymore.
Yeah,
you just come. Because
say what it is.
Just wear it.
And she does. She wears her spark
literally
gear
all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. Janet is officially staff.
Yeah.
So whatever. Everybody else that just had any part at all in making Sunday a success. We obviously did not get the large turnout that we expected, but the people that were there had a great time. Trina Rockstar really leveled that stage.
Yeah.
What a fun time.
I know. And you know what I wanted to say is, like, although we did not get the crowd that we wanted, the quality of the event was spectacular. And that's what people don't realize. The quality is always better than quantity. There was 100%. Nothing there at Spark the Block that was not visually pleasing. Mm-hmm. There was nothing there at Spark the Block that did not give people a quality event. The vendors were quality. What is that you're eating? Is that a cookie?
Oh, it's a bagel.
Oh, the vendors were amazing. Shout out to Father Pine Snow Cones saving lives. And you know, all the other vendors that were there, thank you for coming out. Everybody that we worked with, shout out to New England Audio Rental.
Shout out to New England Audio Rental for all of your rental needs. If you guys need any equipment, we might have to name the station after them.
Yes.
New England Audio Rental / Spark FM.
Yes.
Because Val Beats and his team, I have actually just no words for them.
Yeah.
There's not enough things that I can say that would even halfway express my gratitude for them for being there from 7:30 until 11:30.
They packed that up and got out there quick, though.
When I got back, I was like,
"How y'all pack up that whole? What happened? How y'all do that?" It was amazing to see. But it was a really, really good night. As you know, once these events that you've been planning have come and gone, you can breathe a sigh of relief a little bit, and then it's back to the drawing board. So. Thank you
to the rebuild
again to everyone. for everything on Sunday, and it was a success in its own. So thank you so much.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I don't remember it, but I loved it.
No,
I can't wait till the pictures and everything like that, so I can go to the event.
I know, like, oh, I was there.
That's a mighty big tea you have there.
I don't know why that tea is so big. I did not order that. I did.
Subliminaries.
Oh well, you know.
Today is Tuesday. Tuesday, it's the sunshine and clouds mixed together. High of 89 degrees, because right now it's freezing in here. But a high of 89 degrees today. So a lot's been going on besides Spark the Block over the weekend that we gotta talk Boston.
Oh.
Boston
needs to be on timeout. I'm telling you, like, I would not be opposed to lockdown.
Lock us down, Joe.
Lock us the F down, Joe.
Lock us down. But I wouldn't even say it's Boston. I think Massachusetts needs a timeout.
I think it's the United States.
It's the COVID vaccine.
I just keep telling you. I'm going to get the new booster though, because that new variant that out.
What, B through 555-289?
Point something. Yes, that one. It's very, very transferable, and you know, like, I just don't got time for that. But,
I heard Jill Biden has COVID. That was breaking news yesterday.
Really? But where did she get that from?
Exactly. And why was it breaking news?
Breaking news. Corey got me listening to all kind of nasty reggaes.
He calls them Jamaican love songs.
Oh my gosh, it's so much P word. I can't take it.
So much P word.
It's so much P word.
And bring it to the owner.
Yes. But anyhow, so yes, let's get into this news because y'all been out here cutting the F up.
Wilding out. Today is Tuesday. Sunshine and clouds mixed together. High of 89. Winds in the northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. The boy part definitely gonna have to go to sprinklers today. See, it's hot. 35 displaced after damages 5 homes in Boston.
Awful.
Really?
Right there by Oakley Street and the street next to it.
Well, look at who the cat brought in today. Looking like somebody's uncle.
Looking like he had a rough weekend. We were talking about you this morning, how you're definitely the backbone of this station because, man, Trish put that. He said he'd like to put the little spliff in the side of his mouth to talk to you. What you want me to do? No, don't go there. Put it over there.
No, what's this going on? Let me pick this up. Let me hold this. Hold my spliff. Put it on some random. Put it on some random thing and where'd it go? Nope, that's not mine. No. Yes, we are into the news because 35 has been displaced real quick. 4-alarm house fire in Boston's Dorchester neighborhood that damaged 4 neighboring homes was displaced nearly 3 dozen people, according to authorities. Boston Deputy Fire Chief Rodney Marshall, the incident commander, said the fire on 31 on Holiday Street started about 3:30 p.m. yesterday. The crews arrived and they found heavy fire in the rear of the building, extended up all 3 floors. The heavy flames then spread to 27 Holiday Street and caused some exterior damage to 23 Holiday Street, as well as 28 Oakley Street. Oh, damn.
Yeah. It's the back of the house is Oakley Street. So it's the next street over from Oakley. So it messed up the house.
Oh, the other Oakley. Because I was like, damn,
but it messed up houses 2 doors down.
That's crazy. The fire department then tweeted shortly after 4:10 p.m. that the heavy flames had been knocked down. Thank God there wasn't a lot of wind today. Marshall said no residents of the affected home were injured by the fire, but 4 pets have been reported missing. Oh Lord. No. For the most part, the neighbors alerted each other and got each other out. The fire spread very quickly, so any delay in action at all could actually have a different outcome here today. One firefighter was taken to a hospital to receive treatment for minor injuries. He wasn't even going to the hospital, but he just went in just to make sure everything was okay. Today, with the hot weather as well, thank God that we didn't have heat-related injuries to our members. Yeah, I can't even imagine fighting a fire in this heat.
In the heat. And then the firefighters have to wear that big gear and all of that. So they're definitely going to get some heat exhaustion. And
the 5G towers.
What else?
Yeah,
Else I
that's
have to say.
crazy. I'm so sorry that happened.
But what is this back of house fire things that's starting now?
Yeah,
This
when
is
it melts off the back of everybody else's house.
So this fire started in the back of the house
Yeah.
too. My friend lives right there. So this fire started in the back of the house too. Our family fire started in the back of the house. The fire that I went and watched a couple weeks ago started in the back of the house. It's these back porches are going up in flames.
I'm wondering if maybe because the wires hanging down in the heat, maybe.
I don't know. It's weird.
This was in the winter.
No, it wasn't. It was April.
April?
Uh-huh.
It was cold?
No, it wasn't cold, but it wasn't hot.
No, we had on hoodies.
In April?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to think. Maybe it can't be just a hot way. I think it's wires and electricity and.
Yeah.
I'm being an electrician.
Oh, wow.
And some of those are probably like grill fires and stuff too.
Yeah.
People grilling in the back of their house and stuff like that.
Or they just leave the grilling stuff back there.
Short electrical fuses and things as such. Perhaps.
Propane tanks.
Worcester High School student dies with complications after social media challenge. And this one kind of annoyed me a little bit because I think about CK all the time and his obsession with very spicy things. Worcester High School student dies of complications from social media challenge, family says. A Worcester family is in mourning after a 14-year-old high school student died suddenly. The family says on a GoFundMe, Harris Woloba passed away after taking part in the One Chip Challenge, which involves eating an extremely spicy chip made from some of the hottest peppers in the world. Woloba went to the nurse's office after feeling sick on Friday at Doherty Memorial High School. His parents picked him up and drove him home. Worcester police confirmed to the news that Wobola passed away in his home on Rustic Drive with Worcester police officers and paramedics at the scene. The pain our family's experience is unmanageable. Harris was a light that lit up the room with his presence and subtle charm. So what the challenge is it's one chip in a bag.
You ordered the chip from somewhere, right?
Yeah, sometimes I think you can find it sometimes, but it's one, or Amazon or something like, Amazon, everything. You get the chip, it's one chip. I think most people even put gloves on when they're dealing with the chip because it's so hard and you can burn your fingertips. But then see if you can find it on the line. It's called One Chip Challenge.
So the thing that's called Packy 2023 Carolina Reaper is the name of one of the chips, and there's a Naga Viper pepper chip.
Why was it that I sat through a whole entire YouTube day watching people eat this chip? What was I doing that for? Why was I watching that? But I've seen people eat the chip. A lot of people turn red. There's a lot of choking that has happened. There's a lot of internal I'm going to say bleeding and things like that happens.
Is that what happened to him? Like, what caused him to?
They're saying that they haven't done the autopsy yet, so they don't know exactly what caused him to pass. But they're saying that he was complaining of stomach problems or something or whatever, and then he got home, and then homie passed out. This is not the actual story. You're gonna have to show them the
serious side effects.
Is this the story? But
severe coughing, asthma, serious burning of the eyes and mouth, and vomiting. And the chip also causes the tongue to turn blue.
Yes,
here goes the story.
It does.
Yeah, this is very unfortunate. Let me see.
Feeling ill. Kelly, good morning.
Good morning, Gene. That's right. And so the medical examiner's office is going to determine the exact cause of death. But yeah, as you just mentioned, that 14-year-old, he went to the nurse's office here at the high school Friday saying that he didn't feel well. And so his parents came to the school to come pick him up. But unfortunately, 14-year-old Harris Wallaba later passed away at home. Family confirms on their GoFundMe page that Wallaba took part in the One Chip Challenge, which has been made popular on TikTok, where you eat an extremely spicy chip. The family was too distraught to talk, but the superintendent released a statement saying, quote, "It is with a heavy heart I share we lost a rising star." Harris Wallaba was a sophomore scholar at Doherty Memorial High School. As a mother and educator, I cannot imagine how hard this is on his family, friends, and teachers. My heart goes out to all who knew and loved him. Now, just last year, Wellesley School sent a letter home to parents warning them about this challenge, which can cause severe coughing, serious burning of the eyes and mouth, and even vomiting. The chip is sold online, and the warning label reads, "Keep out of reach of children." So here at Doherty, we know that counselors will be on hand for both students and staff who are affected by the teen's sudden passing. Now reporting live here in Worcester, Kelly Sullivan for your local station.
That's so
It's awful.
Freak accident, not accident, but like Final Destination-ish. That's weird.
Because why would I often have a problem trying to figure out why people. I understand the challenges, especially if you are a content creator of the sort, I guess. I guess that's why you would want to do it. But things like this that are just like dangerous, I often wonder like what makes you say, you know what, I would rather risk it all. And I want to see if
I've never thought that this chip was that dangerous.
It is. Try to go to YouTube and find people actually doing the challenge. I found one, but I can't edit.
I'm on the website for the chip, and it says the chip is. So the chip costs $9.99 plus shipping.
No, that's a cheap one. I see them up here for up to $35.
Oh, this one says one single 2023 one chip challenge chip costs $9.99 plus shipping at our Amazon brand store. There is a warning. It says keep out of reach of children, intended for adult consumption. Do not eat if you are sensitive to spicy foods, allergic to peppers, nightshades of capsaicin, or are pregnant or have any medical conditions. After touching the chip, wash your hands with soap and do not touch your eyes or other sensitive areas. Seek medical assistance.
Really, nigga?
Difficulty breathing, fainting, or extended nausea.
This is one person eating it on this thing right now. Can you play the music? The music. What's it called?
The audio.
So he just ate the chip. Start over. Look at his, they're running out of his, look at the coal coming up. Give me some, ew.
Good.
If you do it, you get $10. All right. You ready? You have to chew it for 1 minute, and then you got 10 minutes with no water. If you could do it, $10.
Really, nigga?
I wouldn't have did it.
I wouldn't have done it, not for no $10.
$10.
That man looks like look at that other blue tongue one that was just there. Them white people could handle that heat for some reason.
Like pepper. Put the chip right here. Oh, Lord. And open that.
Look how he's shaking already.
And we got the chip intact.
It's literally just one chip.
Little piece. There we go. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Tickle me pink.
This is him eating the chip. Oh, Lord, he's losing it.
That's bad.
Oh, he's learning. Look how red he's getting. Oh, Jesus.
Okay. I'm done. I recommend do not do this stupid ass chip challenge. Fuck this shit, man. Who the hell buys these white?
Yeah, they said any tips on how to survive the one chip challenge? We recommend drinking milk or eating ice cream. The longest, they said they're still waiting on the longest that somebody has last. What is the world record for the one chip challenge? It's not official, but some people have said that they've gone for hours without water, milk, or ice cream following the one chip challenge. So that's the challenge, is to see how long you can go.
Yeah, why would I want to do
drinking
that?
Something. I don't know.
Like, why would I want to win this challenge if it could potentially stop my heart? Yeah. Why would I want to win this challenge? I don't want to win this challenge. I don't want it. I pass.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna win. Oh shit. I'm definitely not gonna win the prize for that. So that is crazy.
I'm not gonna try to win that prize.
Me either. MSP potential criminal act on Boston flight involved a juvenile. What happened now? A juvenile, a flight attendant, and a cell phone. Let's see. State police at Logan Airport are providing additional details about a potential criminal act on board of American Airlines plane that landed in Boston over the weekend. American Airlines flight 1441 from Charlotte, North Carolina, landed around 10 a.m. on Saturday. On a Monday, which Troop F, which has jurisdiction at Logan Airport, told the news that troopers from the barracks were the first to respond, and that the incident involved a juvenile, a flight attendant, and a cell phone. Let's see what happened. Boston News also, they didn't say what actually happened.
I have the story.
The passenger said he saw a teenager try to use the bathroom in the first class section, but was stopped by a male flight attendant from going into the bathroom immediately.
To Boston over the weekend. State police confirmed to our sister station, WSOC in Charlotte, that it involved a juvenile, a flight attendant, and a cell phone. Boston 25 News reporter Lisa Pappas spoke with a passenger who was on that flight about what he saw.
We spoke with a first-class passenger on that flight who showed us his boarding pass from Charlotte to Logan Airport here in Boston. He says he witnessed some of this incident that's now being investigated by state police and the FBI. Mass State Police and the FBI are investigating a potential criminal act on board American Airlines Flight 1441 from Charlotte to Boston Saturday. A first-class passenger on that flight who wants to remain anonymous tells us he saw a male flight attendant stopping a teenage girl from using the bathroom mid-flight.
She was about to go to the bathroom. He stopped her and said, "Hey, hold on just a second. We're about to start collecting trash, so I'm going to wash my hands." So he went in the bathroom. And then she went to the bathroom.
This passenger says shortly after the girl used the bathroom, he noticed her mother come up to stop someone else from going in.
There was a passenger going to the bathroom. The mom stopped that passenger from going to the bathroom, said, "Wait, don't go in there." And then after the mom went back, I asked that person that she stopped. And that was who told me it was the camera in the bathroom.
When the flight landed at Logan Airport, this passenger says they were met by state police and a few people checked the bathroom. He says the girl and her family were the first to get off the plane with police, and then officers escorted that male flight attendant off as well.
After like 3 or 4 different people had checked the bathroom and everything, they took the male flight attendant off.
A
What it was doing? It was
spokesperson
doing
with
it in the
American
bathroom?
Airlines
Yes.
confirms police responded to this flight after its arrival in Boston and went on to say, "We take this matter very seriously and are fully cooperating with law enforcement in their investigation as safety and security are our highest priorities." We reached out to the FBI office in Boston as well as Mass State Police several times today, and so far they have not been able to confirm whether this investigation involves a camera inside the bathroom. Police have also not said whether any arrests have been made. Outside Logan Airport, I'm Lisa Pappas for your local station, Boston.
So I guess the male flight attendant might have put a camera into the bathroom before the girl went into the bathroom to try to tape her. And the mother must have seen or something and told her not to go.
Do that?
I don't know, because he's nasty.
Wow.
So the passenger said the girl went into the bathroom. So another passenger said that the girl went into the bathroom after the flight attendant finished. The first class passenger told the news that he then saw the girl's mother come up to the first class and stop another passenger from entering the room. So I'm wondering if the girl came out, told her mother that there was a camera in there, and then the camera went. I don't know what that part is about the mother stopping somebody else from going to the bathroom.
That's really
but there was
weird.
clearly some type of the male flight attendant.
I think that's what they were saying. I think the mother found the camera and somebody else was about to go on, and mother was telling her not to. Like alerting them that something was wrong.
Okay, that makes sense. Because I was like,
But at
see,
first
people
it
are
sounded
nasty.
it sounded like 2 people went into the bathroom.
Yeah.
Together. That's what I thought.
I also don't understand the sexiness of watching somebody take a pee,
which we have reported plenty of times on this show.
which is nasty. Like I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna sit down here and get off on watching you pee.
That's really stupid.
And now you gotta kind of think. Now, have y'all ever? Now you got to start checking the bathrooms, because we've reported on this at least 5-6 times of people posting cameras inside public restrooms.
Man, they just want to see
booty
and cootie.
You can't even see a whole cootie. I mean, you can't even.
Maybe they sell it.
Where would they put it? In the toilet?
Maybe
They would have to put it like right there in the.
Oh, maybe he wanted to watch men.
Oh
no, he went before the little girl. But this guy, I don't know.
I don't know. People's just nasty. Whether you want to watch a man or a woman use the bathroom, that's nasty.
Y'all check for cameras before y'all go.
Yeah, I'm gonna start checking, because especially women who have to hover and who have to stoop. That's a good view of the buttocks there.
It is.
That's really intimate view.
See the canal. The entire canal can be seen. That's crazy.
Moving on. A man is accused in Mattapan nightclub shooting that injured two to face charges. And you know what? When I first read this, I was like, well, good thing Macumba done calmed down, because that would have been the story. And here it goes. I wish people would leave Macumba alone, not stop patronizing it, but why y'all pick down there to start trouble
up in front of it?
Exactly.
It's vibes too. And shoe store.
A man accused in a shooting at a nightclub in Mattapan neighborhood on Boston that injured two people is due in court. Two people were shot Monday at 12:30 a.m. at the Macumba nightclub on 477 River Street. One shooting victim was taken from the scene to a hospital and treated to non-life-threatening injuries. A second victim, who also suffered non-life-threatening injuries, went to the hospital on their own. Reagan Felice, 29, of Jamaica Plain, was arrested and charged with unlawful possession of a firearm and unlawful possession of ammunition. A police officer who was in the area saw people fleeing from the club and was approached by witnesses who said that he observed a suspect fleeing the area with a firearm. Officers said they approached the group who tried to flee from the scene. A foot pursuit ensued, and one of the suspects dropped a firearm. Officers recovered, and here is the clip.
When the detectives come on scene, we have ballistics inside.
A holiday weekend dampened by violence saw another incident overnight with a shooting at the Macumba nightclub in Mattapan.
All right, a person shot inside of Macumba's.
We have two recovered fire
inside
over in front of 466 River.
Boston police say the two shooting victims, one found on scene, the other driven to a local hospital, both have non-life-threatening injuries, while officers arrested a suspect.
The crowd was okay, but I just had a feeling like, yeah, just go upstairs.
Tamika Rice was dancing to the music outside her home before that gut feeling told her to go inside. Tamika, like many in this neighborhood, waking up to the news of the bloodshed, hoping the victims recover and that whoever pulled the trigger is held responsible.
People need to enjoy themselves. We should be having fun, but I'm just glad that people are okay.
I think they said that somebody was
now just moments
hit by
ago,
a
Boston
car
police
trying
shared
to
these photos of the two guns
away?
they say were recovered at
Really?
the scene. Boston police have also identified
Who's
the
that
suspect they
officer?
arrested as 29-year-old Regan Felice of Jamaica Plain. Right now, Felice is charged with unlawful possession of a firearm and unlawful possession of ammunition. Reporting.
Yeah, I see. For me, maybe because I'm not a gun-toting gangster, I just don't really understand why I go to the club and I have the mentality in my head that I should bring my gun just in case I see my ops. Like, I feel like if you have ops, you should probably stay home.
And y'all not concerned about, that's what I'm saying. Y'all not concerned about other people at all. You're gonna shoot inside of the club. Why didn't the security check him to make sure?
That's what
that could
thing.
have been
Disastrous.
Yeah.
So, like, what is the security protocol for situations as such? Like, I feel like when I go to places and I get checked by security, I can't bring nothing with me.
Nothing. Them girls be securing.
Them, especially the girls. Them girls be all in your wire bra, feeling in between stick, all in your belt pocket. You got a little
In your
girdle.
butt crack.
Yeah, you got a little girdle and snapping your whole girdle part to make sure you didn't hide nothing in there. Like, leave me alone, officer. Shit. I don't got it today. I left my toolie in the trunk.
I know. We gonna have to go back to putting razor blades under our collars or something.
Under your tongue.
They
What do you mean under your collar?
They used to scotch tape it to their collars.
Shut up. I thought they used to flip it under their tongue. I didn't know that there was other places to put it.
The Spanish girls got fancy with that part. But no, you just scotch tape it.
Which always seemed very dangerous to me.
Me
as
too,
well,
because you could cut your gully pony.
Yes, exactly.
There's a video on like TikTok with this kid. I believe it's in Brazil. He has like he has one razor blade in his mouth at first, and then he's like, blah, 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 and then he has three.
Oh, wow. He's a professional.
He never touches it. He just sticks out 3 razor blades.
See, that's what scares me. Like, when you go, I feel like when you go to prison, you learn all kinds. I'm not saying that young person was in prison at one time, but I feel like when you go to prison and stuff, you learn a lot of tricks of the trade on how to hide weaponage. And even like that, it feels like a Guinness Book of World Records. Like, how many swords can I fit down my throat? How did you know that you could fit that many swords? How did you know that you could fit the first sword? This same thing. How'd you know that you can get the first razor under there? And then what made you decide that you was gonna try to do 3? And then what made you decide that you could do tricks?
Do people really put them swords down their throat, or do those swords collapse as they put them in?
Oh, let's see.
show you
That's
how
a good
those
no. I seen them swords go down their throat.
Nah, I don't feel like it. Your esophagus is not that cannot stretch.
Unless you stretch your esophagus out.
Here you go. This is
This is the clip of the young man with the razor blades.
Yeah, this is
with the Dominicans.
Oh, it's Dominican. Okay.
Oh, get it. Hey. Oh, 1. Oh, and he just puts it right back in there and chews it. Oh. Oh.
It's around his tongue.
And he's dancing with it. Oh, damn.
Oh. You're kidding me.
See, like I would have never suspected somebody being able to do that where I would not be afraid to go to where he's going. That man has 3 razor blades under his tongue.
And dancing with it. First of all, Schneider, you shut up. My sword goes down the throat. Hey, my sword don't collapse.
Schneider, go take a nap.
Janet said his lip was cut up. I think he had on some cherry lip gloss.
Me too,
actually.
Janet. I think that was a tattoo of a razor blade on it.
That was talent.
Yes, that was
talent.
I wonder what he would do with it.
I said Gillette is getting wild with their commercials. Get out of here, please. Get on my nerves.
That's crazy. I want to see that again. Send it to me because that is
because I have to watch that in slow
that
motion.
Is talent. That man should be in a book with some records.
Guinness. How many razor blades can you fit in your mouth? Because I feel like he could fit more.
Yeah, me too. He probably has more, and he only brought those 3 today. 2 of the 7 victims of the Lynn shooting now dead. So there was a mass shooting. Was it a mass shooting?
Yeah, basically.
Oh, so that's what we slowly getting there, Massachusetts.
I don't want to go there.
Let me look into the camera and look at y'all and say, y'all gotta cut the shit out.
Cut it the F out.
Because it's stupid. Another man is dead in connection with the shooting that happened early Saturday morning in Lynn, Massachusetts. Authorities announced Sunday that 21-year-old Jandriel Herria of Revere died of the injuries he suffered in the Essex Street shooting that had already claimed the life of 25-year-old Abraham Diaz. The shooting, which injured a total of 7 people, was first reported to Lynn at around 2:20 a.m. on Saturday. The Essex County District Attorney's Office said that as of Sunday night, there is no new information as to the condition of the 5 other shooting victims. This is a terrible act of violence, Essex County District Attorney Paul Tucker said. We do not believe that this is
related to the Caribbean Carnival.
Is that what he said?
No.
His brother saying Abraham Diaz is one of the 7 people shot. The 25-year-old didn't survive.
He'll go to things like this to show support and love. That's what he's all about.
The 6 others were rushed to the hospital, 2 in critical condition.
There's multiple people that we know personally, that we hang out with and laugh with, that are right now in the hospital fighting for their lives.
Now investigators are working to track down whoever pulled the trigger, saying violence like this isn't unique to Lynn.
It's not only a problem in our community, but it's a problem in many urban communities.
Last weekend in Boston, 2 large brawls involving teens and kids and a shooting at the Caribbean Festival that left 8 hurt ended with 17 people arrested, 14 of whom are minors. Now, as Lynn police investigate, some who live here are questioning, how safe are our communities?
I have a 2.5-year-old brother. I'm starting to think, like, is this a good place to raise him here? You know, it's getting a little violent.
Lynn police say they believe this shooting was targeted. They say it'll take the work of police as well as the help of the community to solve this case and curb the violence we've been seeing in our communities.
2 quick observations. When they was discussing the violence and the brawls, they did not show the brawl of the millions of little white children out there punching each other up and slamming each other around.
Right.
They chose to use the one from South Boston and some other random one in downtown and the shooting from Carnival, all to try to relate all these stories again. I want y'all to pay attention purposely to what the media or the mainstream media chooses to show us only. Like this is only happening in the urban communities. It's not. It's happening in literally every single community, whether it's suburban, affluent, elegant, urban, urgent, all of them. I don't know if urgent is a word, but every single one of them. And I think it's crazy that they only chose to show us that one. And stop talking about the goddamn carnival. That was last week.
Yeah.
This is a whole nother brawl.
Yeah.
And that young man talking about it's getting kind of unsafe. Sir, stop it. I know you got a gun.
It's Lin City of Sin. Stop acting like it don't happen. But it's sad. It's terrible.
Lynn's reputation precedes it.
Yes, absolutely.
Such as mine. Suspect in the Boston shooting headed to court. So which one is this one now? Oh, wow. That's a call. So a Dorchester man is scheduled to appear in Tuesday court in connection with the fatal shooting that happened in Boston on Labor Day weekend, which was just yesterday. Xavier Rivas, 22 of Boston, was shot Saturday shortly after 11:40 p.m. near the intersection of Michigan Avenue and the Old Road in Dorchester. He was Oh, really? Again? Golly! And by stashes.
That Michigan? No, that
Michigan Ave is right there. Next.
There's the other street down.
He was transported by Boston Emergency Medical Services to a local hospital where he was pronounced dead. Police arrested Mackay Thomas, 21, Sunday afternoon in the city's Roxbury neighborhood. Police said Thomas had a warrant for his arrest dating back to August 24th for various firearm charges and the assault and battery of a police officer. Well, he should have been locked up. Hey, Todd.
Those cases will be facing a judge here at Dorchester District Court. The holiday weekend proved to be a violent one here in the city of Boston. First, we go to Mattapan, where 2 people were shot at a nightclub yesterday morning. It happened at Macumba on River Street just after midnight. Officers arrested 29-year-old Regan Feliz of JP. They say they found a gun in his waistband. Both of the victims have non-life-threatening injuries and are recovering, according to police. In Dorchester, BPD says 22-year-old Xavier Rivas was shot late Saturday night near Old Road and Michigan Avenue. Rivas later died at a hospital. Officers arrested 21-year-old Mackay Thompson. He had a warrant out for his arrest for assault and battery on a police officer. Thompson now faces new charges, including murder, in connection with the weekend's shooting. Reporting live this morning in Dorchester, Todd Keskiewicz, WCVB.
The mentality of some of these young men out of here is so scary to me.
What? You don't love your life?
Because you already have a warrant out for your arrest for assaulting an officer, and then the very next week you're going to take a life? But then if you were to talk to them like they are just kind of so numb to the world that it doesn't even... Like none of that matters. Like there's no emotional connection to anything that they're doing. It's not like, oh damn, I gotta chill, I got a warrant. It's like, yo, it is what it is. You know, we out here, we riding.
Like how do they feel? I wanna know how they feel after this. Like you're going to jail now.
Like you're going to jail for a very, very long time. Not just for assaulting an officer, but you are also killed somebody.
And is that like notoriety? Do you feel good about that? Like, I just don't understand what is happening.
The only thing that helps me is thinking about these shows that we watch when they are like all of the shows, right? Like they don't care. Like they don't, it's so like, oh damn, they killed my mans. We're going to have a funeral for him. And then we're back right out on the street, bucking and shotting and wilding out and selling the drugs and all the things.
Anarchy. How y'all get away with that all the time?
Yeah.
Nope.
Nobody don't want to stop you. And even the people that want to stop you, they corrupting themselves. So you end up rooting for the bad guys because they the good guys compared to the police officers that is trying to extort them for all their money, even though y'all know what they doing. Yeah, it's crazy.
That's unfortunate. And condolences to the 3 people that passed over the weekend.
Definitely. It's really sad. Right, and it's sad that it's almost become so commonplace that we kind of like brush over it.
Yeah, like
which is,
it's
I don't
what's
know.
next.
I know it's the end of the summer. I hope that it's done. I hope y'all
Go inside and
chill
take
out.
a
Y'all need to chill out.
rest. Like that's why I be excited when it gets cold, because you got to be intentionally outside causing misery and strife.
Telling you, lock us down, Joe.
Like, because it's cold outside. You put on a coat to go commit crimes.
Yeah.
Like you said, today is the day I wake up, I got to put on extra socks and extra things, and I'm going to go outside, I'm going to shoot somebody, and I want to do it on purpose.
Mhm.
Whereas outside, it's a nice day, I'm chilling, and I happen to shoot somebody just in case. Like, I don't know. I don't know what the mentality is. I know as for me in my house, we will be inside.
Yeah.
A 22-year-old man is accused of drug trafficking fentanyl and cocaine after investigators found large amounts of the drugs in the area of Browning Avenue. Curlin Castillo, 22 of Dorchester, was arrested over the weekend and charged with trafficking a Class A drug and trafficking a Class B drug. At about 12:55 p.m. on Saturday, officers assigned to the drug control unit in Jamaica Plain arrested Castillo. Ooh, he had quite a few bags of things. Officers were conducting an ongoing drug investigation and execution of search warrants in the area of Browning Avenue. As a result of the search warrants, officers recovered approximately 70 grams of cocaine and 30 grams of fentanyl. Castillo is expected to be arraigned in Dorchester District Court.
That papa was going to hit a lick. He thought it was going to be a good weekend.
Hit a lick. He had all of the things. He had his little measuring cup. He had his baggies. That man was going out for a weekend of fun.
He was like
Browning
Labor
Ave?
Day.
Huh?
Browning Ave.
Browning.
Off of Talbot Ave. Okay.
Liquor Browning. Worker defrauds Massachusetts nonprofit of $100,000 worth of Apple laptops. Oh, wow.
Awful.
Oh, wow. A Rhode Island man is accused of defrauding Massachusetts nonprofit organization out of more than $100,000 worth of computers. Jonathan Alexander Mateo, 38 of Riverside, allegedly purchased 142 Apple laptop computers while an employee of Mass Challenge. Oh, wow.
What's Mass Challenge?
Mass Challenge is another incubator type of things for small businesses and things as such. A nonprofit that helps entrepreneurs and then stole most of them. Suffolk District Attorney Hayden said between October 2020 and September 2022, while working at Mass Challenge, Mateo purchased 142 Apple laptops using the organization's American Express card. In March, Mass Challenge conducted an audit and could only account for 24 of the computers. The organization tried to contact Mateo, who had since left Mass Challenge, but was unable to reach the suspect. Investigators said that they were exploring the possibility that he used proceeds from the Mass Challenge theft to pay restitution related to similar schemes in Rhode Island. In 2019, Mateo, while an employee of Upserve Inc. in Providence, used the company's credit card to purchase multiple Apple computers. An investigation later revealed that Mateo sold at least one of the computers on eBay. Mateo pleaded guilty to embezzlement, fraudulent use of credit cards, and larceny over $1,500 in that case. Oh, Mateo is just out here just
If you buy one of them computers from him, do you get in trouble if you didn't know?
I don't think so, because I feel because they come with a serial number on it, but it's nobody can tell you where you got it from. It could have been a gift or something that you got it. So he was just buying them off the company card and then selling them to people, which is very.
Why did he have access to the company card? Like, what was his position?
He probably was a finance somebody or whatever. And because these
this
challenges
also reminds me of we got to cover Brockton. We got to cover the Brockton superintendent.
Oh, yes.
These, for these challenges and these entrepreneur accelerators and stuff like that, those are the things that you typically have to buy for them anyways. Like you can give away a bunch of computers to anybody who won, or they do computer drives and whatever, blah, blah, blah. So these are just things that I feel like are easy access. And if you're that type of person to think in that way, then it's like, oh, I can just buy these 124 computers and then I can sell them for some change and then just say that we gave them away, or, write a slip for we donated 4 to Spark FM or something like that. Wish you gonna come over here and get a little computer.
That's what because I was just saying the other day that I need an Apple Mac. What is it? Is it called Macintosh?
It's not called a Macintosh anymore. Not since the 1982s.
Jeez.
Macintosh computer.
I need one of them Macintosh computers.
Remember them big colorful ones that you could get back in the day? Everybody wanted to get a little pink one, a little orange one, a little orange fat back computer. I never wanted them either. Very, this is big, fat, and see-through. See-through. It's only cute because it was colored.
Yes.
Not colored like that.
Everything's better in color. Yeah.
Yeah, y'all want to go to Brockton now?
I put it in there.
Oh, okay. We basically, this is an update. Over the weekend on Friday, there was a story that came out that said Brockton was in a Brockton's superintendent. They had their annual audit,
Mm-hmm.
and usually they spend they have a $220 million budget, and this year they accounted for $14 million were missing. They thought that the superintendent stole it. However, the superintendent has now come out and said there's nothing criminal here.
Yeah.
Basically, the way it was put down, broken down to me was when a business spends when under 10% of a business is missing money, most of the time that's just money that was just not allocated, meaning that was lost. Like we basically don't have the receipts to back the rest of that spending up, but it was basically spent on what it was supposed to be spent on.
Yeah, so the story reads that the Brockton superintendent says every dime was spent for kids among his $14 million deficit. Following discovery of a $14 million budget shortfall with the Brockton Public School, the district superintendent, who is out on medical leave, took responsibility for the crisis. When the budget is overspent, it's on me as a superintendent of schools, and I understand that and fully accept responsibility for that, he said during an interview from his home.
And here is the clip.
Go ahead.
NBC 10's Malcolm Johnson has been following this story and is in Brockton tonight.
Superintendent Michael Thomas has dedicated more than 3 decades working with students in Brockton. Tonight, I asked him how the school district overspent $14 million in last year's fiscal budget.
How do you go that far over the budget?
It's just, things go quickly in a school district. Staffing, extra staff. We had safety security concerns. We had transportation costs for a lot of different reasons. So there's a lot of different things that went into it.
I talked to Brockton Superintendent Michael Thomas, who's on medical leave due to high blood pressure, about a range of issues.
It's the greatest asset in the city has is the students, and they're just so talented.
But there's one burning question parents and students have concerning the $14 million deficit recently discovered from the previous fiscal school year budget.
Where's the money? Where did it go? How are we going to retrieve that? And ultimately, how is this going to affect our kids?
I'm just thinking if this money's not going towards us, where is it going to?
We overspent the budget. Nothing criminal, nothing inappropriate. All the money went towards kids.
The school committee approved James Cobbs, Brockton Public Schools Director of Operations, as acting superintendent.
I mean,
and they approved
out of a $220 million budget and $14 million is missing. I don't think that's a lot, honestly. I think that's basically just them not doing what they were supposed to do properly with the money, as far as receipts and keeping the books right. Keeping the books.
And we're my only thing is that if I could see where the money was spent, then okay, it was spent and it was spent. We overspent it, but you gotta kind of have a little receiptage of where it was spent. If it was the $14 million or whatever, where did you do bathrooms with it? Did you get books, did you buy computers from Homie and the other place?
Right. And I mean, it's not a lot compared to the full budget, but it's still definitely a lot.
A significant amount. Most businesses, they're going to lose under 10% of their whole year's budget. It's going to be unaccounted for. You think about Spark FM, how much
it's accounted.
Every single dime?
Every single dime is accounted. The only thing that might not be accounted for is sometimes when I forget my card at home, I gotta buy a little McDonald's with it.
Most businesses aren't going to have 100% of their business accounted for. That's just human,
I think, but I wouldn't say most. I would say maybe of small businesses. But when you get to a certain level in business, you have an accountant that literally can account for every single dime that is taken away, whether they got to put it somewhere else or whatever. But with a real accountant, when you are doing what you're supposed to do, especially in nonprofit situations, Every single penny, down to the penny, must be accounted for. And that's how that girl got in trouble. Because she had nothing accounted for. She had no counting. That's why these people, and they charge a lot of money to make sure that your books is in order. So that like when I was missing, I think it was like, there was a point that when I first got it, they couldn't account for $35,000. $35,000. And that could have been from revenue, whatever. Another accountant had put it in somewhere else, but they won't stop until they find where the money goes.
$35,000?
Yes. It was from a grant.
Oh.
We ain't rich over here, especially after this weekend. We ain't. But you know, like when you start working with those kind of things and sponsorships and whatever, it comes in fast. It leaves just as quickly. But
that's what he said.
Yeah. Shut up, Pastor Troy. What is your problem today?
No. What?
You better stop. Get out of here. That foolishness.
That's true though, and that's why that's about to come. She's about to. Let me just talk about that out there. But we're gonna take a quick commercial break, and we might be back in a few minutes. Keep it locked right here, Spark FM Online.
Turn it on. Turn it up.
This is SparkFMOnline.com.
Did you know that you can now get a standard Massachusetts driver's license regardless of your immigration status? To get help with your application, a list of all required documents, and nearby appointment scheduling, visit mass.gov/WFMA. Your license is your way forward, so why not get started today? Register now at mass.gov/WFMA or call 857-368-WFMA.
SparkFMOnline.com presents the second annual Culture Festival. Spark the Block, Sunday, September 3rd. Fusing cultures, energy, music, fun, and vibes. Live on stage, the baddest bitch of Miami, Trina, with hits like Pull Over. Trina.
Jump in the places I've been.
Afrobeat with hit singles Joanna.
Joanna, your busy body, busy tonight.
Farm One and Hennessy.
One by one, you be my fine wine and Hennessy. Oh my.
Uber Out Loud.
You tell me that a day too much.
And Raga Fresh and Sean John Music with this collaboration, Trailer Load. Evolution Specialist, Ampere, Music by DJ Live, DJ Stick, My Outlaw, Vital Rip, 3 to 9 p.m. Boston Seaport, 65 Northern Ave. This is a 21+ event. For more info, check out SparkFMOnline.com/Spark the Block.
You can get your tickets now at SparkTheBlock2023.eventbrite.com.
Sunday, September 3rd.
Attention Boston, a new career fair is coming to town to position you for success. The Be the Light Tour is a free job skill event taking place Saturday, September 9th from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Boston Seaport. This isn't your average career fair. Come as you are for free professional headshots and free workshops on interview skills and resume writing. Meet local employers and recruiters and enjoy free food and on-site childcare. Plus Chromebooks and gift cards are given away each hour. Register today at insightglobal.com/Be the Light Tour.
Want to give your baby a head start? Get the best protection against flu and COVID-19. Because their immune system isn't fully developed at birth, babies need additional protection. When you get vaccinated while pregnant, it can keep you and your baby from getting sick. As they get older, this can result in more time in school and daycare for them, and more productive time at work for you. Vaccines are safe and effective for children as they grow. No matter where you are on your pregnancy journey, flu and COVID vaccines can boost your and your baby's natural defenses and protect your family. Stay up to date with your vaccines. Stay healthy. Talk with your trusted healthcare provider today. Brought to you by the Boston Public Health.
JP Morgan Chase is making a global commitment to break down barriers to drive inclusive economic growth all over the world. We believe there is a pressing need to help more people move up the economic ladder. That is why we are investing in communities and people to create an economy that works for all, because no community should be left behind. Right here in Boston, we're focusing that work in Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan, among other neighborhoods, on improving financial health. These efforts aim to address the key drivers of the racial wealth divide head-on. We're here to empower individuals, families, and small businesses by connecting them to the tools that build generational wealth and a long-lasting legacy. Chase is investing in Boston. Chase is investing in you. Visit us at the Mattapan branch at 1617 Blue Hill Avenue, where the team is waiting to help.
Attention, gentlemen. Are you looking for a suit that will make you look sharp and feel confident? Look no further than Allen's Formal Wear, a Boston legacy business. Our expert staff will help you find the perfect suit for any occasion. With the wide selection of colors, styles, and sizes, we have something for everyone. And the best part, our affordable prices won't break the bank. So why settle for a mediocre suit when you can stand out in Allen's Formal Wear? Visit us today at 594 Blue Hill Ave, Dorchester, or allensformalwear.com to book an appointment. Visit us today at 594 Blue Hill Ave, Dorchester, or Allens, ALLANS, formalwear.com to book an appointment. Allens Formal Wear. We are dressing you for success.
The all-new Spark FM.
I'm in a light them.
Spark FM.
Come on.
Spark FM.
Chick a man be ballin', these chicks pigeon toes, some of them be crawling.
Spark FM.
Oh gosh, it's me again.
New England's #1 urban Caribbean music. Radio. Spark FM.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Spark FM online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. I feel like we should just go to water country after.
Water country.
It's gonna be 89 degrees. It's hot.
Today?
Yeah.
Wow, the water country's not nice. I ain't got water country money.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's too well. I'm just saying, we should get in the car and go and slide down the slide real quick. Come back in a half an hour. You know what I mean?
Half an hour.
National news. It's time for national news. What's up?
Well, we've got some very interesting national news stories here. This 23-year-old is dead after slipping and falling into Lake Lanier. Lake Lanier has claimed the lives of several people this year, and people just need to stay away from that. A 23-year-old is dead after he slipped from a dock and fell into the lake, according to the Georgia Department of Natural Resources. Garvey Whitlock was running down a dock by Holiday Marina after 10 p.m. when the accident happened. He did not resurface. Hall County Fire Rescue reportedly recovered his body in 17 feet of water. The death is one of the several in the lake in recent months. After about a week ago, game wardens found another 23-year-old dead after he dunked under the water and didn't come back up. What do y'all think is in that lake that's pulling people down?
It is the Loch Ness Monster.
Is it the Loch Ness Monster? Is it Loxie? That's weird. Why? I would not go into this lake.
I think, what was it? What's it called when people do extreme adventure or something like that? I feel like this is onto that syndrome. Like, I know it's dangerous. I can get high from doing this, maybe.
I don't know. What do people not have paranoia like me? The people should have paranoia like me.
Like, I'm gonna fall and die?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, if everybody that goes by this lake is dying.
Yeah.
You're 23 years old.
Yeah.
A 23-year-old died at the lake last week.
Yep.
There's been several other deaths.
Yes.
If I was 23, I would never go near that lake.
Me either. But that's like, there are people that literally scale large buildings unharnessed for the adventure.
I forgot what.
I'm gonna jump from a burning plane for the. What were we talking about?
It's called extreme anxiety.
Extreme adventure. We reported on the story of somebody doing some foolishness like climbing up a mountain.
Extreme adventure.
Something as such.
Oh, I don't know. What is an example of an adventure?
What is this
extreme sports and adventure sports? Extreme sports typically require years and years of specialist training. Yeah, this poor boy was just running down the dock and slipped slid in, and the thing got him.
Oh no!
Oh, this is what it looks like.
Let's see. This is Lake Lanier.
Yeah.
Lanier.
Yes.
Where is this at? Michigan.
Georgia.
Atlanta.
Yeah, I spoke to his mother. As you can imagine, they're absolutely devastated. This happened not too far from where we're standing when that 23-year-old slipped and fell into the water and never resurfaced.
The Labor Day holiday weekend has already proven to be deadly on Lake Lanier. 23-year-old Gavry Whitlock of Snellville drowned Saturday night after investigators say he fell into the water.
You go to the lake to have fun, and then something like that happens.
Family members shared this picture of the 23-year-old,
He's
telling me over
23?
the phone they're absolutely heartbroken. Hall County first responders got to the scene around 10 p.m. A team of firefighters located his body about 17 feet below the water.
Okay, so hearing that he slipped and fell, I mean, is that
That's crazy. I mean, there are just tons of people around, and it's a really safe area from what I can tell. I mean, every time I hear that, I'm amazed.
Hundreds of people taking to social media to grieve and reflect on the type of friend Whitlock was. One person saying, quote, "There was never a dull or serious moment when Gavry was in the room." Voters like Fred Wilson have been out in the water every day this holiday weekend, saying Saturday was probably one of the busiest.
Today, it's really not as bad. So a lot of people apparently partied Saturday and Sunday.
The circumstances surrounding the incident are still unclear, but neighbors say they knew something terrible had happened when they heard dozens of sirens and first responders rushing to the scene.
It's tragic. I can't imagine what they're going through.
There definitely has to be some type of quicksand, quagmire, or something down there.
He said it's the site of it used to be a native burial ground, so it's the souls of the people who used to live there.
Oh wow.
That's deep.
Oh,
that sounds like a horror movie.
It does, like Lake Lanier.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
like that exactly. So yeah, that's really, really crazy. And speaking of native land, this native tribe is to get back land 160 years after the largest mass hanging in U.S. history.
Oh, father.
After fighting with the government for nearly two decades.
Oh, wow.
2 decades.
Freudian, what is it? A fraudulent slip?
Freudian slip. A native tribe in Minnesota is finally getting their land back over 160 years since it was taken from them and became the site of America's largest mass hanging in history. In 1862, the U.S. went to war with the Dakota tribes who had been pushed off their land through buyouts and other empty promises of debt payments prior. Tension between the government and the tribes erupted that year after festering for decades, according to the Minnesota Historical Society. The chief and one of the tribe's Little Crow had become fed up with the influx of settlers into the newly adopted state, who were pushing the native tribes like his into small reservations. So he led a rebellion against the government, which ultimately ended in defeat for the indigenous people. How many people were hung? The U.S. then hung 38 Native Americans involved in the 5-week-long war, which became the largest hanging execution in the country's history. Their bodies were interred in secret burial sites in Upper Sioux Agency State Park near Granite Falls, Minnesota, and Lake Lanier in Georgia.
So what are they doing? They're giving it back.
It wasn't in Lake Lanier in Georgia.
They're giving it back to the people,
their
ancestors who got hung.
Yeah, they're going to get their land back after 160 years. 160 years. Ooh. Sorry. What else do we have in the news? 100 inmates refused to return to their cells amidst a heat wave.
Okay,
and rightfully
protest.
so. That's right. In a prison lockdown in Minnesota. Stillwater Prison said the situation was resolved without incident. Advocates said that the inmate action was an impromptu response to unsafe conditions. But, it's a little like, wow, you've got rights, huh? Wow. A Minnesota prison has resolved without incident a situation involving about 100 inmates in one housing unit who had not returned to their cells Sunday in what one former inmate called an act of self-preservation amid dangerously high temperatures in the region. The situation was calm, peaceful, and stable throughout the day, a Department of Corrections spokesperson said in a statement, adding that the incarcerated individuals in the unit indicated dissatisfaction because the understaffed faculty had to limit inmates' time out of their cells. So what they do? Put on some air conditioning? What did they do?
They probably just let them hang out a little bit more.
This morning, they decided they weren't going back into their cells. My organization got calls from inmates who were actually inside, starting at 6:30 a.m. The department confirmed that inmates have been in lockdown status because of the holiday weekend, meaning they were kept in their cells with limited access facility-wide to out of cell time for showers, phone use, and recreation. What does the holiday weekend have to do with them being while they're
No,
in
they
prison.
can't. What, they can leave prison for a little
Right,
bit
like,
to
is it-
celebrate Labor Day?
Exactly. Do they get
a barbecue?
Right. Like, I don't understand. The facility remains on lockdown for now, and all inmates have returned to their cells. I just don't understand. Maybe I'm not getting too deep into that story.
Endemic and highlights the truth behind the operations. I'm trying to, yeah, that's crazy.
What's this that just got put in there?
Respond to
I'm doing it.
unsafe
Hold on.
conditions, including access to clean drinking water, which they say is reportedly brown in color. The department says those claims about a lack of clean water in the facility are patently false.
Oh.
They didn't have time to organize and plan. It was just, we're not going back to the hot cell with no drinking water and not being able to shower. I mean,
y'all in prison.
I gotta think about those people that are falsely accused, those people who are in jail for, petty things like robbery and things like that. I understand that I'm in jail, but I'm also not going into this hot ass cell because it's hot.
Right.
And first of all, I don't feel like I should be here, and it's hot and I can't breathe.
Yeah.
So
it's really unfortunate. A lot of those jail conditions are terrible. I know I've been in a cell before.
What it look like?
How it feel like?
The cells, I think cells are about maybe 8 by about 5.
What you be thinking?
8 feet by 5.
Like the storage unit.
Literally went straight to the storage unit. Immediately.
Probably a little bit bigger than that.
Because that's a 5 by 5 by 8. So that's a tiny little cell.
A lot of those places in the South, they have had a lot of bad conditions. Especially this summer, there's been a lot of prisoners that have been their families have been suing them. There was in one condition in Fulton County in Georgia.
Oh, that's when he got baked.
That was the one where the guy was ate alive.
The bed bugs.
The bed bugs.
Oh yeah, and then the other one that got baked.
Yep.
The one that got baked. Yeah.
How hot do you got to be to bake a human?
I don't know, but remember in Power how they set the guy on fire in the prison room. That's different.
Yeah.
I don't know. I want to be left alone. A 93-year-old Hilton Head Island woman is in a legal battle over her family's land. Josephine Wright and her late husband Samuel Wright Sr. moved from New York to Hilton Head, South Carolina, nearly 30 years ago to seek peace and relaxation in a family-owned property. The 1.8 acre parcel of land had been in her husband's family since the Civil War, and it was there that they carried on family traditions, hosted Thanksgiving and Christmas gatherings, planted seeds, trees and bushes, and built a porch. Wright, who was 93, acquired the deed to the land in 2012 after her husband died in 1998. Her granddaughter, Tracy Lovegrove, said, now Wright's beloved land is at the center of a legal battle with a property developer looking to build a residential development next door. According to the Post and Courier, Georgia-based Bailey Point Investment, LLC, is planning to construct 147 homes. Graves said Bailey Point had previously showed up at her grandmother's house and offered $30,000 for the land, which she declined. The developer later filed a lawsuit in February 2023 against Wright, claiming that her satellite dish, shed, and screened-in porch were encroaching on the developer's land and delaying the construction of new homes. The lawsuit asked for the removal of the structures and sought just and adequate compensation for its loss of use and enjoyment of their property and expenses related to delays in development. Wright and Graves said that they had since removed the shed and the satellite dish and were preparing to downsize the screened porch when Wright decided to file a counterclaim. My porch is not on their property. This is, oh, look at the little porch that she has, and they said it's on their property. That's so awful. These people need to leave these people alone.
Because why are you doing that?
Queen Sugar.
Yeah. Why are you doing that to her? Why are you bothering her?
Harassment. Yeah. And we all could give that little lady that amount of land. She's 93 years old.
Exactly.
Let's hear from her.
Let's see.
What I want them to do is just leave me alone.
Attorneys for Bailey Point have not returned any comments to CNN.
She has 3 generations of grandkids and great grandkids and everything that she's trying to leave that land to.
Right, and you see
tactics of harassment.
The little tiny house. Like, just come on. Like, y'all don't need that piece of land.
You don't. And people,
her porch and her satellite dishes on your land.
I think people like that are just miserable and evil. And
I think all these developers are evil. I want to burn all these buildings they just built in Boston.
Yeah.
Burn them all down.
This very, very interesting story that I just found.
Are people living in all of these things that they're buying?
I don't think so. I think they're mad. I think
half of them are empty.
Half of them are empty. I swear.
Because who's coming? I mean, I know that there are a lot of people coming here, but I feel like there's more people that are unhoused than there are people that are housed that can afford those things. So I don't really believe that those buildings and all of these buildings that they're putting up are being even.
They're not for us, the residents who actually live here. They're for these students or these transplants that are coming in here, that are coming to Boston, making all the money, and who are able to pay $2,000 for a studio.
But is it
apartment.
that many of them coming in here to live in those spaces?
I mean,
I would love to know the occupancy rate of a lot of these developments. I think that's a good place to start.
Like all those buildings down Forest Hills are still empty. The new buildings that they built down there. There's a new one that
Freeport Street and all kind of stuff.
Fields Corner. There's an apartment building that they built in Fields Corner Station.
Right there.
Like
one
how?
bedroom.
Yeah, like one bedroom.
They're probably $2,500.
Oh yes. And then that's affordable housing.
Right.
See, a lot of people that would be a really great report to find out what percentage of all of these new developments are actually being occupied currently. Not how many slated you on September we expect. No, how many are currently occupying? Because when these children and these students from these different places leave here, then you have a whole bunch of empty apartments that you're just collecting. You're just collecting whatever you got to collect off of. I don't be understanding.
Yeah. I just ran across this very, very interesting story. The Supreme Court has asked if a police dog's paws violated a constitution during a traffic stop. And it's the original thing that I was reading actually said that the drug conviction has been tossed in this story. Drug conviction tossed after police dog touches the suspect's cars. So it was a traffic stop that they stopped the car. They were suspicious about what they had in it. They walked the dog around it twice, and when the dog jumped up on the car to get a better sniff, he put his paws on the car, and that was a violation of the Constitution because it was an illegal search.
But did he find something?
There was methamphetamines in the car.
Oh, but isn't that reasonable
but there was no
doubt?
warrant.
But what about the reasonable? Not the reasonable doubt. The
reasonable doubt.
Is it not reasonable doubt? It's when
reasonable
cause to search. You know, like when they say suspected cause to search, something like that.
Right.
Isn't that if the dog smelled it from a while away and he got it? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works because I don't want to non-Miranda anybody.
I know in Massachusetts, I don't know how it goes for other states, but I know in Massachusetts, police can't stop you anymore. They can't use that your vehicle smells like whatever.
Right. Yeah. It says in a 3 to 2.
You can't use? I thought that if they smelled like if they thought, because that's hearsay.
I know that's for weed. I don't know about anything else.
Right.
I know since weed has been legal here, I think since like 2007, something like that.
You can't pull over for weed.
Yeah.
Oh.
So this says in a 3 to 2 decision, Idaho Supreme Court ruled that there was a big difference between a dog smelling the air around a vehicle and touching it as he tried to sniff inside. It's the difference between a person who brushes up against someone else's purse, the court wrote, and someone who rests their hands on it without consent. It is also the difference between a dog's tail that brushes against the bumper of your vehicle as it walks by and a dog who, without privilege or consent, approaches your vehicle to jump on its roof, sit on its hood, stand on its window or door. The Supreme Court will likely decide whether to hear the case. So that's the thing. They're tossing
that makes sense though, because at that point the dog's nose is like an illegal search of a court.
When he gets up on it.
Yeah.
And then our very last WTF story, a dinner plate sized device has been found inside a woman's abdomen 18 months after her cesarean section.
I'm sorry. Say it one more time for me slowly so I can hear with my good ears.
A dinner plate sized device. Not the small plate.
Yes,
the dinner plate.
That is the one that you put on the little rider because it's beautiful.
Yes. A surgical tool the size of a dinner plate was found inside a woman's abdomen 18 months after she delivered her baby via C-section. Yes.
How you forget that in there?
I don't know. It's 6 inches in diameter.
How did you when you was closing her up, y'all didn't say, "Ooh, what's that shiny thing in here that I can't close around though?"
It was left inside the mother's following the birth of her baby in 2020. The AWR is a retractable cylindrical device with a translucent film used to draw back the edges of a wound during surgery. The woman suffered.
Them things that they use to separate.
The separator. The woman suffered months of chronic pain and went for several checkups to find out what was wrong, including x-rays that showed no evidence of the device.
Oh, because I was like, what? No.
I got a little titanium marker in my boobie that you can see in everything. So I don't know how they didn't see the dinner plate.
How the hell did they see the dinner plate? It's still the dinner plate. It don't come on the x-ray or the ultrasound. How I can see a whole baby, but I can't see a dinner plate?
I don't know. The pain got so severe that she visited the hospital's emergency department, and the device was discovered on an abdominal CT scan and removed immediately. New Zealand's Health and Disability Commissioner Morag McDowell found Te Watu or Auckland, I don't know what that is, in breach of code of patients in a report released on Monday. The health board initially claimed that a nurse who was in her 20s attending to the woman during the cesarean had failed to exercise reasonable skill and care towards the patient.
I don't care who failed to say, where is my money?
Exactly. Due to the fact that the Alexis retractor doesn't go into the wound completely, as half of the retractor needs to remain outside of the patient, and so would not be at risk of being retained. The case has been referred to the director of proceedings, an official who will determine whether any further action should be taken.
Yes, all the action. Yes. I would like the name of the hospital to now be my name.
Yeah.
And I would like $1 billion. $100 billion.
We would like to assure the public that incidents like these are extremely rare, and we remain confident in the quality of our surgical.
That's why y'all gotta reserve for my money. You guys, it's so rare that you guys put a certain amount of billions away for me when this happens to me.
Child, don't let me get no dinner plate in my abdomen. Let me go and check. See what's
and then let me go. I'm gonna go to the hospital several times. They not gonna feel nothing. And then finally, the little emergency girl gonna find it with a CT scan. Give me all of my coin for my emotional distress and my PTSD.
Everybody that was by the hospital,
the 20-year-old,
the parking attendants, the person that checked me in,
the people who parked next to my car, all the workers, the sandwich maker, everybody sued.
Everybody getting sued. The contractors who happened to be on the building, working on the building that day, everybody getting sued.
The radio station that was advertising for the hospital.
I'm going to sue Spark FM for reporting on this. Everybody's getting sued. God damn it. That is the national news. Y'all better don't let nothing be wrong with me anytime.
That is funny. Quick commercial break, and we'll be right back in a few moments. Keep it locked. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean news.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Turn it on. Turn it up.
This is SparkFMOnline.com.
SparkFMOnline.com presents the second annual Culture Festival. Spark the Block, Sunday, September 3rd. Fusing cultures, energy, music, fun, and vibes. Live on stage, the baddest bitch of Miami, Trina, with hits like Pull Over. Trina.
Dump in the places I've been.
Afrobeat with hit singles Joanna.
Joanna, your busy body, busy tonight.
Fire One and Hennessy.
Did you know that you can now get a standard Massachusetts driver's license regardless of your immigration status? To get help with your application, a list of all required documents, and nearby appointment scheduling, visit mass.gov/WFMA. Your license is your way forward, so why not get started today? Register now at mass.gov/WFMA or call 857-368-WFMA.
Miami, get ready on Sunday, October the 8th. Get ready for Togetherness, the Boston Invasion, Miami Yacht Cruise. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, unite Promotion and Glenn presents Togetherness Miami Yacht Cruise. It's the Boston Invasion White and Lime Green Edition. Music's gonna be by Vital Rhythm, DJ Idrin, DJ Alfredo, Selector Q45, DJ Chester, and Tempo Rhythm section from Trinidad. VIP sections are available. It's all aboard the Music Yacht, located at Bayfront Bar, 301 Biscayne Boulevard in Miami, Florida. Boarding time is at 5:30 p.m. Departs at 6:30 p.m. Returns at 10:30. Tickets are only $75. And the day of is going to be $85. Purchase your tickets at togetherness.eventbrite.com. This is a 21 plus event. Club IDs required. Contact UNICE at 617-719-3972 or Glenn at 508-507-4413 or contact Darley 786-614-1449. That's right, Miami crew, get ready. It's the Togetherness Miami Yacht Cruise, the Boston Invasion White and Lime Green Edition. Get your tickets now.
Cannafan's high-profile Bodega Cannabis shop is now serving Boston in 3 locations. Be sure to stop by Dorchester, Rosendale, and Roxbury for the best prices on OZs and J's. Not to mention edibles, carts, concentrates, and more. Download the high-profile app on the App Store or Google Play to keep up to date on Boston's best bundles. Experience the best prices and see how we roll at High Profile Bodega. Visit highprofilecannabis.com for additional details.
Are you tired of renting and need more of your own space? Are you getting stressful letters or calls from the bank? Does your home require expensive repairs and you just don't have the funds to fix them? Regardless of whether you want to buy or sell, Taylor Andre of Thumbprint Realty is here to help. From saving your home from foreclosure to walking you through the process of becoming a first-time homeowner, Taylor makes real estate easy. With your best interests at heart, knowledge of the market, and a passion for people, Taylor is dedicated and motivated to serve you.
Good rising, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. I am Taylor Andre, and I am determined and dedicated in assisting you in all of your real estate needs. Give me a call at 617-459-0041. Again, that number is 617-459-0041. Or you can email me at TAYLAANDRE@thumbprintrealty.com.
The all-new Spark FM.
You're the baddest one.
Spark FM. You are now listening to Spark FM. Spark FM.
You're going to easy to switch up. So they easy to kill up. So you get him with the 17 up.
Spark FM.
Oh, yes, you kindly. Miss Jolie, know your mango sweet. So Jolie, know your mango.
New England's #1 urban Caribbean music. Radio. Spark FM.
Moolah, baby. When I right now want you, right now I want you, and you can't do nothing for ya. Oh, these hoes ain't loyal, they ain't loyal, they ain't loyal. These hoes ain't loyal. Sean Diddy Combs reassigns Bad Boy publishing rights back to the artist who helped him build his business. That is crazy.
Who's that?
Sean Mr. Love. Is it what is his name now?
Who we giving it?
He's giving them back to all of them. Let me see if I can find the story.
I know. I heard Mace got his stuff back.
Oh, he did. That's
because
so nice.
Mace was the one who was getting all upset. Wasn't he still calling him out to this day?
Yeah, because Sean Diddy was the man that was keeping everybody publishing.
Let me see.
Where did the story just
it's
go?
It's not even. I don't know why
it's there.
So here, yeah, but then you got to sign into whatever.
No.
Here we go. For Sean Diddy Combs, there's no price tag on artistry. The rapper and music mogul who founded Bad Boys Record in the 90s has agreed to give the label's publishing rights back to all artists and writers who worked with the company. A source close to the situation but not authorized to speak publicly told USA Today in an email Monday. Bad Boy artists such as Faith Evans, Mace, The Lox, 112, and the estate of the Notorious B.I.G. have signed agreements to receive their publishing rights. The estate of the Notorious B.I.G. declined to comment on Combs' deal when contacted by USA Today. The paper has reached out to representatives from Evans, Mace, The Lox, and 112 for comment. Despite receiving multi-million-dollar offers to purchase Bad Boy Publishing, Combs chose to reallocate publishing rights to the label's artists and songwriters in an effort to promote the financial mobility of artists, especially within the Black community. Since its founding by Combs in 1992, Bad Boy Records has sold over 500 million records, produced 38 platinum singles, and earned multiple Grammy Awards, according to the official website for the Combs Global. Ready to Die, the 1994 debut album by the Notorious B.I.G., sold 2 million copies by 1995 and went on to be certified 6 times platinum. Biggie's label mates Evans and Mace sold 1 million and 4 million copies, respectively, with their first albums Faith and Harlem Worldwide. In 2020, Harlem World. In 2020, Mace criticized Combs' businessman ethics in an Instagram post days after the I'll Be Missing You MC received the Industry Icon Award at the Clive Davis Pre-Grammy Gala in January. The rapper-born Mason Durrell Betha accused Combs of ripping artists off who signed with Bad Boy artists. That's always been a thing, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, everybody's always said that.
Everybody that signs a record deal, they all get ripped off.
Your past business practices knowingly has continued purposely starved your artists and been extremely unfair to the very same artists that helped you obtain the Icon Award on the iconic Bad Boy label. Recent Bad Boy Records Bad Boy Records artists include rapper French Montana, R&B singer Janelle Monáe, and pop punk rapper Machine Gun Kelly.
Oh, wow.
That's good. Yeah, that's nice. So what that means? So now they'll be able to, they own their songs now? Is that the same as a masters?
No. Their publishing is so that if I want to use your song in a record on a movie now.
Yeah.
The money used to go to Diddy before. Now it could all come to me.
Oh, that's good. So what is the masters? The masters is all in everything. The whole song. I get all of it. Oh, okay. But he ain't giving them the masters, but he gonna let them get their publishing on.
Good.
Okay, that's not. I feel like that's good. That's very good. That's good. That's after very many years of them criticizing him. Maybe that's what he was doing. He was building it. You know, when your parents take a little bit of your money so they could save it for you for later, so you don't squander it away if you got a little job. Maybe that's what he was doing. He was like, I'm going to just keep all of this in-house, build the portfolio. We're going to get to 1 billion. And then when it's good and ready and you can make some good money off of it, I'm going to give you what's yours.
That's what they said Michael Bivins did for the little boys in ABC. Mm-hmm. He saved their money for them and saved money for them.
Put them in a trust fund.
Right, put it in a trust. And then when they got to be 18, they were able to buy homes for their family.
That makes more sense. I don't believe in giving, like, I understand like you are young and able and things like that. But I don't believe in giving these children all of this money and stuff, because when you're young, unless you're with that mentality, I don't think anybody's thinking about, oh, let me save this till later. I got $1 million now. I'm most likely in my brain, I'm going to feel like I'm going to have $1 million later too.
Yep.
So, I mean, that's good. Save it for me till I can handle it.
Yeah.
Save it till I can handle it.
I agree.
What else? We have, Woody Allen calls cancel culture silly.
Woody Allen ain't dead yet?
That's what I'm saying.
Who's Woody Allen?
He was a movie producer.
Yes.
He's a guy that married his
daughter. His stepdaughter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's nasty. That's very nasty. Woody Allen is calling cancel culture silly.
Something.
Her name was Mei Ling.
Woody Allen is calling cancel culture silly after being dogged by decades-old sex abuse allegations from his adopted daughter, Dylan Farrow. Oh, it's not even his stepdaughter. He adopted his wife.
Yes. Indeed, he did. That's exactly what he did.
Oh, white people do the damnest thing.
Maybe there was less fees.
The 87-year-old filmmaker made the statement Sunday in an interview with Verity on the Venice Film Festival, where he is promoting his new movie, Coup de Chance. I hope if you're going to be canceled, this is the culture to be canceled by. I just find that also silly, Allen said. Allen told the outlet after the interviewer asked if he felt like he had been canceled. I don't think about it, he said. I don't know what it means to be canceled. I know that over the years, everything has been the same for me. I make my movies. What was changed is the presentation of the films. He continued to explain that everything about his process is the same from writing the script. We ain't talking about that, Woody Allen. We talking about you marrying your adopted daughter. In 1992, Farrow, then 7, claimed that Allen had... Oh, wait, hold on. In the new interview, Allen once again denied abuse allegations that surfaced in 2021 HBO docuseries Allen versus Farrow. In 1992, Farrow, then 7, claimed that Allen had molested her. The accusation came as Allen split from Mia Farrow amid revelations that Allen had an affair with Farrow's 22-year-old adopted daughter, Soon Yi, whom he later married. A connected prosecutor decided after an investigation in 1993 not to charge Allen. New York child welfare investigators dropped their inquiry as well. In 2017, Farrow penned an op-ed for the Los Angeles Times questioning why the Me Too movement had seemingly spared Allen. Farrow, now 38, sat for her first TV interview in January 2018 with Gayle King on the CBS Morning Show. She looks older. In 1992, Farrow, then 7.
She been smooshing this old ass man. She gonna look older.
She said, Allen said, my reaction has always been the same. The situation has been investigated by two major bodies, not people, but two major investigative bodies, and both, after long, detailed investigations, concluded there was no merit to these charges. That is exactly as I wrote in my book, Apropos or of Nothing. Allen's new movie, his 50th feature film, is entirely in French. While speaking with Verity, he suggested that he may be nearing retirement, and Coup de Chance may be one of his final projects.
Coup de Chance.
So,
I don't know if this is there, but just for the record, Woody Allen is one of my favorite directors.
Yeah, I mean,
what movies has he directed?
He's got a lot.
He has a lot of movies. He
find.
has a lot of Drunk Love, Punch Love, all kind of stuff.
Let's see. He has Coup de Chance, a Rinkins Festival, A Rainy Day in New York, Wonder Wheel, Cafe Society, Irrational Man, Blue Jasmine. What is these?
Annie something. How? He got a whole bunch of movies. He has mad movies.
He do Sleeper, Manhattan, Annie Hall. What's Up, Tiger Lily? Take the Money and Run.
Take the Money and Run.
Everything you always wanted to know about sex. I bet he'll teach you that. Love and Death, Annie Hall, Interiors, Manhattan, Stardust, a Midsummer Night's sex comedy. He's so into sex, huh? Hannah and Her Sisters and My Daughter. Radio Days, Another Woman. I mean, I don't believe that I've seen a lot of these. Sweet and Down Low. Damn, he got a lot of movies.
Sweet Midnight and Down Low.
Sweet and Low Down.
Oh wow.
Hollywood Ending.
He has a lot of movies.
He has Irrational Man. He has a whole lot of movies. And I don't remember not one that I've seen that I've like.
You gotta watch what was it?
Take the Money and Run.
Take the Money and Run. Watch that one. That's one about cookies.
Cookies.
He has a lot of good movies.
All right. I'm gonna go to
Y'all favorite person had a baby finally.
Oh,
Krishan.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she had the baby.
And the baby's name is Krishan.
Right.
And the baby's name is what?
Krishan.
Oh, Lord.
Little baby Junior.
I'm sorry. Baby.
It's a nice what is it? Universal name.
Because what I never knew what that name was for her.
Yeah. And a lot of people have been making memes about it. Like, that sucks that every time that he calls the baby Junior, it's not after him. And the fact that every time he calls the baby's name, he got to call her name all the time. I was like, That's she. That
Well, Serena's daughter is named after her father.
Olympia.
Yeah,
she's a junior. No, I thought Serena's was a junior of her.
She's a junior of her father, I think. Tory Lanez got married over the weekend,
and she she had the baby on live.
Who?
Krishan, yes,
Yeah.
but she didn't invite him.
Did y'all see it?
I did not watch it.
I did not watch it either.
Oh, yeah. Tory Lanez got married to his baby mama over the weekend.
Where is that?
Who?
I just put it in there. Tory Lanez marries the mother of his child behind bars while requesting bail after being sentenced to 10 years in prison for shooting Megan Thee Stallion. So Tory Lanez has reportedly married Raina Chesagny, the mother of his 6-year-old son Kai, while serving time for shooting Megan Thee Stallion. The 31-year-old rapper, whose real name is Daystar Peterson, was sentenced to 10 years in prison. Lanez is now requesting bail, according to
What do you mean bail?
What
do you mean bail?
Bail, yeah. Article by reporter whoever Kuniv has shared screen grabs of a proposed new motion asking that Lanez be permitted to legally to live locally in Los Angeles rather than in prison. Chesagny, who has been weeping inside of the courthouse after Lanez's sentencing, is referred to in the screen grab as his wife. If released, he would live locally in the Los Angeles area with his wife Raina Chesagny and their child.
This is she
age
there?
6. Kuniv noted to on X that the singer's relationship status has advanced rapidly in the last few weeks. That's my man, and I'm going to stand by him. His fiance is now his wife, according to the motion. Chesagny was seen overcome with emotion following Lanez's sentencing on August 8th and was consoled by friends while waiting by her car outside of court. What does it say about this bail hearing? So yes, he's trying to get out on bail so that he can live in Los Angeles with her rather than be in prison.
What does Tory Lanez think this is?
Yep. Oh, this is her? This little Spanish girl?
Yes.
Oh.
So Tory Lanez thinks that he wants the judge to allow him to live somewhere locally. So what? Is that what you just said?
Yeah, he wants to live locally in Los Angeles instead of being in prison.
What do you mean? Does Tory what does I'm trying to figure out what does he mean? Does he mean I want to let me out so I'll stay in America?
Yeah. He wants to be out on bail.
He getting deported too?
Why isn't he getting nobody's talked about deportation in this whole thing. Why?
I thought yes, they have.
They did?
He's supposed to be getting deported.
Said in a 15-minute address, the musician said, "Give me some sort of alternative that is not prison. I can be a much better man in my community. I'm not standing before you as a celebrity. I stand here as a genuine person who wants a chance. My child needs me. I want to better myself. I want a chance to show the world that the man you see here today is not the real me." Yeah, I'm not expecting preferential treatment, but Your Honor, I'm genuinely asking you with my heart to put me to the test, to give me the opportunity. There have been misconceptions about me being this monster and not having remorse, but that's not true.
Do Tory Lanez understand that when you go to prison, you just can't write a letter and say, "I'm a better man outside of prison. Let me free. Give it to me." What?
They have a picture of him there pleading. There's a drawing, artist rendition of him pleading for them to let him out on bail.
I mean, why don't Tory Lanez think
like
that
you've
everybody
been
else
convicted and sentenced? Where you think the bail? How you gonna bail
and
now?
then why he thinks it's that easy? So I could just plead up to the judge and be like, "Oh no, I'll live here locally outside of prison if you let me outside of prison." Mm-hmm. That's no incentive to me and my community that Tory Lanez.
That's an album cover for somebody right there.
That is art. That's him.
He look like R. Kelly.
They also drew him a lot. Show the people. They also drew him a lot taller than what he is. Because you know he's only about the size of that chair.
Right. You know he's only about 2 inches over the top of that chair. Small, angry man.
When I get arrested, I'm gonna write to the judge and be like, "I'm a much better person. I'm a much better person outside of the prison than I am, judge. Let me out because I know. Give me a chance to do better." Oh,
that foot is awful.
That foot is awful.
It's bad what they did to him.
Her.
Tory Lanez don't look like DJ Dutch.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know what DJ Dutch looked like because that looks like him to me right there.
I'm sorry, but speaking of Krishan and Blueface's mom says that Blueface and Krishan are cousins.
All right, it's time to go.
Was that who? What you just say?
It's time to get out of here.
Is it? I didn't move. Is it move?
They said that Blueface and Krishan are cousins, according to his mother.
Let me see.
So like.
Come to find out, Krishan mama is a Dorsey.
She's a Dorsey. So what that mean? That they get what? Nobody wanted to check that beforehand to see if they was cousins?
I knew something was going on. Come to find out, Krishan mama is a Dorsey. She a Dorsey. They related to me. They're my people. Girl, if them Dorseys, you come on now, all the Dorseys is related. And they all act like that. They all strong and act like that. John had a baby with his cousin.
All right.
And you see, this is why parenting is so important in the world. Color your life. All right. This is why you got to parent. This is why there's Krishan and Jonathan Blueface is so messed up, because this mama, instead of going to figure out if they're actually related for real, you automatically go live to tell the world that your son done impregnated his cousin just because y'all got the same last name.
Yeah.
You don't want to check to see if it's true before you go out there and putting it out there into the united world that these two people, which one happens to be your son, that you didn't know that you didn't know this girl's family last name before, because they just got pregnant 9 months ago.
Yeah.
They was together for about 4 years. You didn't want to make the discovery a long time ago.
All the time. You didn't want to discover it. Now you want to discover it now that she's given birth to your grand cousin.
To your grand cousin.
Get out of here.
I'm over there.
Like the ghetto's got to do better, because this is why the ghetto got so much, bad
reputation.
Yeah,
that
because
means none of them
just
got a show no more, right?
Dude,
no more.
I'm almost certain that they're gonna get a Zeus show.
Because he's back with his first baby's mother.
Oh, no.
Now, so no, they don't got nothing right now.
Because he just married his first. Blueface is back with his first baby mama that he used to fight all the time, and that Krishan used to fight, I believe.
Yeah.
And then last but not least, trending on Twitter, this story went viral this weekend as an East African woman who got hit in the face with a brick after a man asked her.
See that?
Yeah, after a man asked her for her number and she said no. He picked up the brick in front of a group of men and hit her with it. She said no one tried to stop it. After the video went viral, people started digging up her old videos, some of them skits, and did this justify a man hitting a woman with a brick? Her being a feminist wasn't a valid reason. So let me see what this. I saw the video of her in the hospital, but I didn't see the one of her out there.
That's the video that's here that pops up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tristan, you want to pull it up, brother? Hold on 1 second. Peoples. But basically she said that she was coming out. This is why I'll always give my number. Somebody said this is why I'll always give my number out in public, regardless if I have a man or not, because you never know how a man will react when he gets rejected. This is so sad, and she didn't deserve this at all. It's scary out here. A woman should not have to do this and protect themselves, which is very insane to me, because we've talked about this a couple times, like how people, back in the day, well, F you too then, B. That's why this and that's why I'll F you up, blah, 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 just because you say hi and you didn't get a response that you like. Now you want to. Here goes the clip of the lady after the fact.
But remember, a couple years back at New York Juve, the guy wanted to dance with the girl. She didn't dance with him. Pulled out the gun and shot her in the head and killed her.
Yep.
So you've got to be careful. I don't agree with I'll always give out my number. You might get a number.
There was a lot of people suggesting that you get a Google. You get a Google voice number or something like that.
They still got the rejection number.
Oh yeah. Remember, it's like, you have been given the wrong phone number by this person, blah, 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 blah. There was a very good number that had that.
Yeah, the rejection number.
Let's see. This is the video of the lady right here.
Yes.
Never done to anybody in my life to deserve this. I never did anything in my life to hurt anybody. Literally, a man asked me for my number. I said no, and he picked up a brick in front of so many men. It was like, what are you gonna do? And I told all these men, like, yo, why this man got a brick on my face? And he's holding a brick, and all these niggas is watching, and nobody does nothing. And he hits me in my face, and then they're all just watching. And they let that nigga get in a car.
Yeah, they said he just drove in the
How
car
is
and
this okay?
got in
This
the
what
car
y'all
and
doing
drove
to women?
away. That look at her face though.
Her face
ever
is
done
huge.
to anybody in my life.
That's super scary and just so wild.
I can't even imagine what that must be like, because a brick is a brick.
Yeah.
And to be rejected, and then you
That
pick
was a
up a
woman.
you pick up a brick
Yeah.
and you hit somebody in the face because they wouldn't give you their phone number is some sick shit.
Yep. They said she was surrounded by onlookers who just stood by and did anything. This is according to the GoFundMe page, not even calling an ambulance. The video is now viral all over Twitter and IG. Rhoda is a single mother and a student. She's a beautiful person who is always there for others. This is the GoFundMe page. Because of this vicious attack, she will have to manage hospital bills, therapy, and time away from work, school, and childcare while she heals mentally and physically. Unfortunately, no one stepped in to help her that night. It would mean so much if we could step up and help her as she heals.
But see, that's the problem. That's the problem, is that I know, like, there's a double-edged sword. Like, I know a lot of people out there don't want to step in between fights because there's been a lot of stepping in between fights that have resulted in some type of death or, you know, mutilation of the person that's trying to help a situation.
Shiz, if you look right there now, I just put the post that the video that she did from the night when it actually happened.
Yes. But you know, like, in certain situations, somebody should be able to stop somebody.
It doesn't show it.
I know it does.
It doesn't show when she got hit.
It just showed her
know.
screaming at the people to help.
Yeah.
I know, and I know that sucks because real men would probably feel some type of way about watching that, because at the same time, it's like, damn, nobody really helped her. That's one of the reasons why somebody is after me right now, because I stepped in to help a black woman, and he decided he hate me forever. Yeah. And that's crazy because that sucks. That sucks so bad.
Malcolm X said it: the most unprotected woman in America is a black woman.
I'm okay. We okay. We shut it. Same thing. You all right?
No.
All right. So just is not going to show it.
Yeah. We just
we'll just I guess that's it.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for coming to the show.
Bless y'all
and
heart.
watching it with us. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yo.
Speaking of tomorrow, we'll have someone in here by Be the Light. Be the Light is an organization that is hosting a very, very huge job fair. It's free. It's down, I believe, at the Seaport. So it is at Boston Event Details. Location down at the Seaport's at 88 Seaport Boulevard. It's parking lot on the corner of Seaport Boulevard and Fan Pier. It's your time to shine. Let your experts help you build your resume, sharpen your interview skills, provide a free headshot, connect with employees, and more at Be the Light Tour. It is free for everybody to attend. This isn't your average career fair. Come as you are for free professional headshots and free workshops on interview skills and resume building. Meet local employees and recruiters, enjoy free food, on-site childcare, plus Chromebooks and gift cards are given away at each hour.
Chromebooks, they better not be the ones that their boys stole from them people.
No, Chromebooks. Chromebooks.
There's a little small ones. I need one of them, so I'm gonna go to the job fair. My child need a computer so that he can start doing work, and there ain't gonna be no YouTube on that computer either.
Why you can't give him a Chromebook?
Yes. I'm gonna give him.
Block it.
I just put the link down for the Be the Light Tour inside the comment section, so you guys can click that link and share the link as well, please, on Facebook or all social media platforms. 85 Northern Ave. That's where we at tomorrow.
88. Is 88 or
85.
85 Northern Ave.
9 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Brother, that says 88.
Oh, my bad. I'm reading event parking.
88 Seaport Boulevard.
Seaport Boulevard.
Yes. So come out tomorrow, Saturday, September 9th, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Bring your resume if you need a job.
Bye.
Anyways, bye, people. We'll see you tomorrow.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the Morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
The only thing that does matter is great music, and you will find it here.
The all-new Spark FM.
Attention Boston, a new career fair is coming to town to position you for success. The Be the Light Tour is a free job skill event taking place Saturday, September 9th from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Boston Seaport. This isn't your average career fair. Come as you are for free professional headshots and free workshops on interview skills and resume writing. Meet local employers and recruiters and enjoy free food and on-site childcare. Plus Chromebooks and gift cards are given away each hour. Register today at insightglobal.com/Be the Light Tour.
Did you know that you can now get a standard Massachusetts driver's license